have just come back from watching F1 and what a mind-blowing experience it has been. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to sit for a day, collect my thoughts, write everything on a paper, analyze what I actually liked about the movie and try to understand the many layers of the movie, because right now it's impossible to think of anything.
Hello, welcome to my channel Life with Priya. My name is Priya Gokhale. I live a simple life, but I want to share all the wonderful experiences and the people I meet with you. So up first is my opinion, my inputs on the fantastic new movie called F1, featuring the incredible work of Formula One racing and the incredible world where egos clash, where speed matters, where strategy has a place, and where big money resides. And here we have an absolute star cast with Brad Pitt and Javier Bardem and lots of wonderful English and American actors. You can check everything out online. But what I'm here to tell you is, please do not miss watching this movie in the nearest cinema theater. Now coming to this very genre of movies where in this movie it's about Formula One racing. What I love best is that they have managed to include the very thing for which somebody like me comes to a cinema theater, and that is actual racing shots. Friends, those shots and those videos of the driver sitting in the cockpit of the Formula One beast and driving are incredible. There is a wonderful story woven in. There is a different angle given with regard to an old school thinking, the new way of thinking, how an old timer comes and adds his two bit to the new strategy of big bucks Formula One racing, how the youngster tackles that. There's an interesting angle where the younger rookie racer has his mother as his biggest mentor and well-wisher. I think that was really sweet on part of the story writer and the director. A few other things which I loved about this movie is, of course, the aura and the presence of Brad Pitt is incredible. I especially liked the chemistry between Brad Pitt and Kerry Condon, who is shown to be an engineer in this F1 team. And yes, there is also this angle of women making it to the top engineering brackets. And I love the way it has been handled. I also love the way Kerry Condon's character speaks, knowing that the actress is Irish. So that's a lovely touch that provides some magical quality to all the dialogues. I particularly also like the way the movie delves into the technicalities of F1 whilst keeping the audience fully informed about the intricacies. So nowhere in this movie will you find that you're getting bored or it's becoming too heavy. No, everything just flows, and what you get at the end of the movie is a completely powerful and totally entertaining package, which is long enough for you to enjoy your popcorn and to make it a real treat. A few other things that I loved about this is the cinematography, the tracks, the design of the vehicles. And trust me friends, anybody who basically likes automobiles, I don't understand them, but I love watching, looking at cars, studying about them, understanding what goes into the design and the brand and the name and the technology. This is a brilliant watch. I have seen movies like, let's say, Ford versus Ferrari, where also this particular technique or dynamic of filmmaking has been explored. But in F1, it is bigger, brighter, and much more solid as a purely entertaining project. I don't know, I can go on for hours and hours about this movie, but seriously, this is one of those movies, friends, which would appeal literally to anybody. I know nowadays this is what the pundits or the scholars of film say, that you have a film which is meant for an urban audience, or a film which is meant for a rural audience, or a film which is meant for Indians living abroad or Indians living in India, or a film which will appeal only to people living in America or Europe. It may not appeal to Indians, but this movie is that kind of movie who literally anybody will enjoy, whether it's a teenager who studies in a village or a grandpa who lives in a city. It's not possible for anybody to not like this movie because of 10 things basically. One is the action, the pure action. Second is the actors, their aura, Brad Pitt leading the way. Third is the focus on the stylization and styling also. The clothes, the offices, the studios, the kind of locations that they have shown are jaw-dropping. Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth are all to do with the story, with the narrative, with the screenplay, with the basic premise that the movie taps and very successfully achieves in giving a very, very nice message at the end of it. Because as for me, there are millions of people like me who watch a movie not to get any learnings from it, but just for the feel good factor. So there are a few moments in the movie which I particularly loved. For example, there is one scene where Brad Pitt's character does not reveal that he has actually won that game of poker, effectively giving the benefit of leading the team to his junior. And when the female lead, that's Kerry Condon's character, realizes that, she gets more of a soft corner for Brad Pitt's character, which I think is a wonderful way of showing that besides this fast world, besides this materialistic world, what we as humans really value are still old world values like honesty and generosity and being forgiving, being good at whatever you do, and all of that. So I watched this movie. I'm thinking of watching it once more. So friends, do not miss this movie. Do not wait for it to come on OTT. You simply have to watch it at Dolby Atmos in your nearest good quality cinema theater. I watched it in PVR Pavillion in Pune, and trust me, going to PVR Pavillion is always one of the biggest highlights of my week. And this video, I also want to give a big thank you, because the way they have maintained PVR, it's pure luxury and it's a real treat watching any movie there. Thank you so much for watching, and my thought for the day: whatever happens, there's always a tomorrow to look forward to. Have a great day.